It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts at 7-3 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Richardson going on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
That's good for a Colts.
Here's Richardson to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Flushed out right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the finish line as he drops it in from long distance. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Colt defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. Into space at the 45. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Richardson to the air on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are back within a score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And now the 2 instead of 1. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On second down, they'll run with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 35. Mayfield off the play fake. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Big Lion.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 9. Richardson to throw off play action. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ready, break. Ready.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
65 cat. Go street.
They go play action with Richardson. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hey, check that. Street.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 59 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point, and the game is up and going. That will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mayfield on play action. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. McKenzie now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People kiss it on the ground.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still going. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that would push us the lead up to 11. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Gabbard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Gabbard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third.
You can do better.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor. Wiggles, and the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the option left, Richardson. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Richardson off the play fake. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Off the option, here's Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll try to run the option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Gay's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run straight ahead here with White. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Mayfield to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Indianapolis,